today's live stream. We're just getting started. This is going to be a very chit-chatty sort of tutorial video, but I am going to be demonstrating how to wire wrap some cabochons in today's live stream or video if you're watching this in the replay. I do hope it has replay value. Let me see, I'm getting stuff pulled up. We are dual streaming to YouTube and Kick, so if you're watching on YouTube and there's just too many ads for your taste, check us out over on Kick. So we try to give you all options. But I am super excited today to be hanging out here with y'all. Hey Al, Cane's Chains. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. There we go. Getting chat pulled up on both sides so I can read y'all's questions. So my friend Mr. Boom on Twitch and Kick was like, do you have any videos that you'd recommend for somebody who's learning how to wire wrap? And I was like, I do. I've got like 800 videos, and that's quite a bit, I think, to sort through. So I was like, well, what are you interested in making? And that just like, we haven't figured that out yet, but it got my brain going and being like, you know, everybody's always having, historically, everyone's always had a tricky time sometimes with cabochons and just different ways of wrapping them. And so I want to come back and revisit one of my older styles of wrapping, because we have had a doozy of a week. And I want to show you guys, for those of y'all who hang out with me over on Kick for our Friday night flow dance party, you've already seen what's in here. But this is my lucky box. And these are what made me actually, another thing that made me think of this is, y'all, I got so lucky. It didn't look like anything right now, but I cut the heck out of my thumb and it could have gone a whole lot worse. And this is the piece of glass that got me. And I'm lucky because it could have been a whole lot worse. And this is my lucky nail. It didn't go into my foot. Even when I was stomping on the porch and scraping my foot on the edge of the concrete step, trying to get it to not, I thought I had something stuck on the bottom of my shoe. I did. It was that. And it didn't poke me. And then this is one of our earliest, like in the first 2 years of wire wrapping. It's one of the earliest dragon eyes we had done. But this was a style that I used to wrap in. That was like my go-to wrapping style. And this is in my lucky box because I'm lucky anybody bought anything at all. Like, folks have been so supportive to me through my whole like journey and stuff. And I feel just increasingly blessed. So I keep that in there. So I'm lucky that I stuck with it. So that's lucky box. Cheers, everybody. So yeah, we have, these are some of the cabochons from our January craft along kit. And we're going to be wrapping these today. And then I also wanted to shamelessly self-promote February's kit is on, y'all. And also we have an upcoming shop update with our new tie-dye, like the one that I'm wearing here. Our tie-dyes for February are all cold shoulder. They have pockets. They're like, you could wear it as a tunic top or a dress, but we're going to have videos and everything about that as well. But these are some of the cabs, and it really does not do it super duper justice to be in here in this lighting. But we did a blackberry swirl glass cabochon, and we're going to have a tutorial showing how we did that as well one of these weeks. But they're gorgeous, you guys. Like, they have a nice shimmer. I promise they are. Like, to my eyes, I can see like the different dimpling and stuff. This one's very dark, but it's also, if you get the light going through it, it's beautiful as well. Okay, let me catch up with comments. Hey, Michelle. There's Taliendrid. Hey, Steffi Joe. Cute. Oh, love the purple, right? Me too. And this one, I'm wearing a 2X, and I think we have all the way up to 4X on this one. And I almost kept the 4X one just because I really liked the sleeves. And I was like, oh, this one's my favorite, because I wanted to like just put a corset or a waist cincher over it. But anyways, hey, Dee Dee, how are you doing today? Hey, Angie and Shelly says, finally catching a live. Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna get started wrapping here in a sec. Kathy says, hey, Kathy. Hey, Angie. Ooh, that's pinching me. Ow. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Are you saying that to me or to chat? Oh, okay. All right. It'll be fine. I don't know why it is either. So, just me says, show your support and hit that like button. Thank you so much, you guys. I don't know what the algorithm wants, but where I'm just going to keep showing up and doing my own thing, I suppose. A bit cold in Germany. Right on. Hey, Nini. Oh, it's been such a long time. Favorite color? Same. I'm really feeling purple lately. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Stephanie Dunaway. Okay. The wire, the whole concept for today is that we're going to wrap cabochons that only use 1 gauge of wire. So a lot of the times I'll be doing stuff and it'll be like something like this that I love, that like, it's using 18 gauge and 26 gauge though. So if you don't want to be fussing about with 2 kinds of wire, or I love doing pieces like this one where it's the 20 gauge half round and the 20 gauge square. And this was February's project for last year, I think. I don't remember. I've slept since then. And then there's ones like this one that I super duper love, but that like use at least 2 gauges, multiple different colors. But I really loved how this one came out. And this, I love this glass. I want to recreate this glass. The puddle smash cabs that we did on this one were just the coolest. But this reminds me of like how those the newest images that we've gotten of the like Jupiter, like I'm not the surface of Jupiter, but like it's gaseous like atmosphere. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. What we're going to be, and even ones like this one are pretty close to what we're going to be doing today, but this one still had some coiling and stuff in there. So I'm going to begin with, let's go ahead and start with silver. And I'm using 18 gauge. You could do this with 20 gauge as well. I would just double up on the wires, and we may actually try one like that. Except for, I either lost all of my spools, which could happen, I don't know, or I'm just fresh out of 20 gauge wire. So I'm going to have to give some money to Parawire here in a bit. Or start using some of our own stash. We have wire and cabochons for sale on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. All right, I'm gonna try to zoom back out. I seem to be working right here today. So let me take a moment. Let's just tidy up. Because I'm a little frantic and a little scattered. I spent the morning recording, which was wonderful and lovely, and I feel very blessed to get to do what I do. But I got like 2 videos recorded, and the turtles keep doing like MMA fighting with each other, and they'll go up on their ramp and like body slam off of it. So that's had me like worried because I don't want them to get hurt, but also you gotta let a turtle be a turtle. And so I was going to try to edit as well, and I really didn't need to be taking on that kind of workload because I was already a little stressed out from just like having a busy day since 7 a.m. And then I'm sitting here trying to move files off of my phone onto my computer, and it's like all the things are up, and apparently my computer has so much on it that it's red. My external hard drive has so much on it that it's red, and then my phone has so much on it that it's red. And I'm like, I just want to, So when in doubt, craft it out. Really hate the interruption of ads on YouTube. Guess I need to watch on Kick. That would be the thing to do. That would be the thing to do. All of my wire and everything is still packed away. Oh no, Steffi Joe. Well, I don't know. Pour a nice drink and sit in the bathtub and just hang out. So text doesn't like me. Yeah, that's something I run into quite a bit on Kick, is that sometimes my messages won't be coming through. So I hate to encourage double viewing, but we have a lot of folks who will put YouTube like up on their TV or something, or do the audio through Kick and then comment on YouTube. So you're clever. You'll find a way, I'm sure. Can't read the chat from YouTube. Oh no, well, it's showing up now, so there's that. I'll be sure to what I'll try to do, y'all, is I'll just read the comments. Like, I love it when I'm watching somebody and I like comment and they'll be like, oh hi, and then like say it. I'm like, oh. So if I can give that to y'all, that's free. So I'm just gonna read y'all's comments. Stacy says, love the cold shoulder look. Right? I freaking love it. It makes me feel like so sassy. Pam says, oh, so pretty. Well, thank you, Pam. Brooke says, that is amazing glass. I thought it was an agate at first glance. No, I know though, right? Like these ones, I'm actually kind of super grateful that our business has been, I don't want to say failing or on the decline, but it has been on the decline. And we anticipated that just with, I was gone for 2 months. Like, it's okay, but it's given us the opportunity to really lean into the quality of what we're doing. And I don't know, if that's just my refreshed mindset coming back after having a solid 2 months off or what, but I'm really excited about it. Kay says, I don't see any ads on YouTube. Oh, right on. I wonder if you have like YouTube Premium or something. But we'll see how that, I don't know. Brooke says, I know that feeling, too many files and not enough storage memory. Yeah, and Randy and I have been looking at external hard drives online lately anyhow. So this one, y'all, I'm going to be using a full 30 inches of wire. And we're going to take this and just run it through our nylon jaws once. I do not want to be making it too stiff. And we're just going to snip the end of that. And then we're going to move this over here. I guess I'm done cleaning up. I mean, I got a few things shifted around. Ooh, real quick. Do y'all want to see? We bought a new kind of earring hook on, what you call it? Ooh. Oh, and it's just dropping them out on me. I don't even have to open it. They feel nice and springy because I'm trying out some new, I don't know if they're new distributors or new manufacturers. If I were earring hooks, Vaughn would have put me, I don't know where I would have put me. We had these other ones, but they were very flimsy. So these, they seem to be good. Let's stay on focus. Let's stay on track, Vaughn. I'm going to put these in their little drawer where the earring hooks go over here. I keep trying to put them in with the clasps. And then if we get done with our work today, we're going to make some of these helm flowers that Randy helped me make. And we're going to turn them into earrings, which I am excited about. And then also I've got over here in the corner, you guys, I was a little ambitious last week and was like, I'm going to make all of these beads into pairs of ear cuffs. And I got that much done. But hey, now I'm ready to go for this week, and we hit our production numbers for last week anyways. Ooh, look at that boy. I refound my haul from like my mustache that I had gotten at the Springfield Gem and Mineral. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. I just dropped it, but it's okay, I think. I'm going to set it down. Oh man. But I refound that stash. And so I've been wrapping, y'all remember that tutorial? Now these ones, the tips are broken. So I got a very good deal on them. They're fossilized megalodon teeth. And just to get more of the creative juices flowing, I want to tantalize y'all with some more upcoming tutorials. Mostly, I just want you to validate all my hard work from this morning because I recorded those tutorials and now I'm afraid they're stuck on my phone. So I'm going to show you what we did anyways, just in case. So these were some of our haul from the Gem and Mineral Show as well. And I'm sure I paid a premium, like more than what I would have if I had just bought them online. But I was able to dig through the pile and all of them had their tips. Pardon me. So these are ones that I still need to get wrapped for like in the booth because we're gearing up for Anime St. Louis, you guys. It gives me such a feeling of like urgency and inspiration whenever we go vending, because it's like I gotta have a bunch of stuff made because I want to do really good, like fingers crossed. And even if I don't, I'm having a really good time leading up to then. But these are some of the arrowheads that I think I'd shown y'all before that I'd been working on trying to do like a design inspired by this, but for an arrowhead. Like I thought it'd be cool. And we ended up doing, this is the one that we made like for today, you guys. And I'm so pleased with it. Like, and it was such a fun, even Ember came and visited during the recording. And the back came out even better than ever. I had some unique challenges on it that I didn't have on the other four, but that's just how it goes. And yeah, so I'm very excited about that. Okay, let me catch up with, yeah, Triquetra Moon Hay says, oh, new ear hooks. Yes. Steffi Jo says, did you ever find out if those little sorter trays are available? I haven't heard back from Gavin in a while, so I hope he's doing all right. But ooh, and Randy fixed the text for you. He just is the greatest. Hey, Awaken over on YouTube. How are you doing? Jay here, dang one. I miss seeing you live on YouTube. We are back and at it. We are every Monday from 3 until 6 p.m. I am going to be doing this, and I'm excited. And then also we do our Friday night flow dance parties from 7 to 9 p.m. Okay, let's see. Oh, right on, Kay. Oh, thank you so much. Salvi says, amazing work, sister. Well, thank you. Hey, Latney, how's it going? Hey, Vaughn and Randy. Hey, Bodega. How have you been? Oh, no. Angie says, I lost all the comments. Maybe I was in top chat. Oh, no. Well, we'll get it figured out eventually, I hope. Yeah, YouTube was all like, you've been making videos for 13 years. And I was like, you think I'd have it figured out by now? Well, hey, Julia. It says, hey guys, my name is Julia. Do you have a shop? I do. Our online store is backtoearthcreations.com. But yeah, I'm really excited about those arrowheads. So we have 30 inches of 18 gauge. That's American wire gauge wire. And we're going to come in here and we're going to pick this one. I like this one because, y'all, it's like 70 something degrees today outside, and it's going to be 38 tonight, and then it's going to be snowing again next week. But spring is coming. And so I'm going to enjoy this last bit of like snowy, I wanted to make it like the cold, snowy storms in the night of winter. So that's what we're going to be wrapping. And so I'm going to do rough about in the center of our wire. I'm going to bend 90 degrees to the side. Ooh. Julia says, I'm going to do some beading, but I have to learn. I want to learn to do fringe earrings. Right on. Bodega says, doing good. Saw you guys around. I was able to drop in after my appointment. Those wrapped obsidian points looked awesome. Oh, thank you. I'm very excited about them. Like, made me feel like I was knocking the rest off. So here, I'm going to line this up. And y'all just holler at me if you need a different camera angle or something, okay? But I want to do the bend a little bit in from each end. And we're going to bend it so that it's like this. Like they're flat, but from this, so it's almost like a, what is that, like a turn crank or something? Thank you, honey. Hey, Dark Cat, how's it going? Oh, well, thank you, Steffi Jo. Ooh, an owl face on that wrap. Oh my God, I would love that. I'm going to have to wrap a couple of these in that Oksana style owl. Just because, oh my God, like a snowy owl. If this is the cab that you're referring to. So you can see here, and I do hope to stay in frame, but I got to get cords and stuff out of the way. We're going to wrap, and this is a girthy stone. Like, that is a thick cab. But that's because we make this in our home kiln with a mold, and that's just how deep it comes out sometimes. So, but we shape that around, and we're making it so that if we put it like this, pardon me, super durable. And then, boop, boop. So yeah, you want it to be able to just sit in there without passing through completely. Oh, right on, kitty. Gotcha. Okay, and now before we do that, I want to do that same thing on the other side. And so I'm just wrapping around. And we want it to err on the side of being looser because we're going to do a wrap around this center stem. And that's going to take up a fair bit of space. So, hey, pretty cute. How's it going? Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. Like a good day, but just there's just been so much all day, and it's like I haven't gotten hardly to like just sit down and pet the dog or yell at the chickens or anything. So it's been go, go, go all day. But other than that, we're in good health. There gotta be a way I can. And y'all, if you want closer up, like we have tutorials on this. Actually, I can pull up on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna pull up the tutorial that would go with each of these. Because this video, I think, was our very first tutorial. Posted on May 1st, 2012. Simple wrapped cabochon tutorial. I'm going to share the link into chat if I can. So there's that. Pendant. Do, 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 do. Oh, I'm going to do pop out chat. That's going to be way better. How do I make it pop out? Ah, I found it. There's my screen was so small that I had to scroll to be able to see it. There we go. Okay, I've got my screen all set up. Chickens will yell back. I know, they're like my whole social life. Pinky says, come on, spring. How have you been doing, Pinky? Did you drink any water today, Vaughn? No, but we're going to take a chug break. Okay, so there's one down. I'm not a fast chugger, but I will go. Like, he says you should see her with coffee. Oh, good grief. Hey, Holly, how have you been doing? All right, so I've shared, I think I've shared in chat. I don't know if it'll let me. Yeah, it's not letting me. Even though it's my own channel. Let me see if it'll let me do it without the link. Yeah. Yeah, it's not letting me post links, honey. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to pin it for a little bit. When we get to the next design, I'll pin the next one. But yeah, this way, if you want to learn how to wrap this without all of this, you can go watch that tutorial. And also, oh my God, baby Vaughn from like 13 years ago. So we can fit now our cab there into what we've essentially made here is our frame. And we wrapped one side around, but now on this side, sorry, I have to have the camera up so high so that my wire can clear it. I'm using my flat nose pliers to bend a 90-degree bend, like so. And now don't hesitate to use your pliers to hold on to your wire for you, you guys. Oftentimes my hands are just getting in the way, really. And so holding on to the frame, and we'll just shape that around like so. But you can see it'll take up the thickness of your wires. I bet it'd be gorgeous to wrap this in like a half round, but like a super heavy gauge half round. The thickest one I know of from Parawire is 18 gauge half round. I wonder, are there thicker gauges? I need to experiment and try some new things. I kind of found what I liked and stayed there for a decade, which doesn't bother me a bit. That's where I'm happiest. Okay, getting this shaped around. There we go. That's a start, isn't it, Michelle? Okay, so we got that shaped around. And now I'm going to use the same old flat nose pliers, but I do like these turnkey ones. But if you have we're going to be turning our hand like we're turning a key. This flat nosed plier has a very narrow tip. So instead of using that, I'm going to use this wide tip because that's going to give us a wider key and we're not going to have to turn it so far. So I'm just holding on to the back spine kind of. It's just occurred to me a different angle that I might be able to provide y'all with. That way I can actually see into the camera. Hey Randy. The main screen's backwards. Black cam? My dyslexic ass, I can't tell which screen it's backwards in. I was holding the words up to see. Let me see. Okay, thank you, baby. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Dark Cat says I have some 12 gauge half round brass from Rio. What's that like? I've never wire wrapped with brass before. Thanks, Michelle. All right. So what we're going to be, let me just hide some stuff. Actually, look, another distraction. This has been sitting on my bench, waiting to get finished for a while. This is genuine Baltic amber and then some glass seed beads with more Baltic amber. But I kind of want to put it on like a memory wire necklace base and have it sit like a lotus mandala where my head's coming out of the middle. I know, I thought that'd be cool. Not today though. I'm gonna put it back over there. And then these are the beads for, I think, either April or June. We're gonna be making beads in this glass color for our craft along kits. So I know we took some time off, but y'all, I can't tell you, I needed that time so bad to just let my brain be a seed for a little bit. Sometimes we need to sit and just regrow, perhaps. And so I took some time to sit and regrow as much as I could, let myself before being like, all right, I have to get back to it. All right, so we're going to grab here in the center and we're just going to turn. Do you see how it bent just that bit? But what this has done is it has tightened down. So now our cab, and now it tightened it down quite a bit. We just straighten his cap back on. And the nice thing about this is it can take some fiddling. The glass is durable, the wire's pretty durable. So let's see. You could use round nose pliers for this. I'm going to kind of bend down here and here to just try to encourage. I don't know if that accomplished anything, but made me feel good. So I'm going to go like, maybe. I'm going to be honest, I prefer this for thinner stones, but the challenge is the way. Shelly says those definitely look like April colors. Spring, right? I'm already thinking about it. And so now we have our wires coming out. And whatever way it was exiting off of the center line, I'm going to shape this around that way. And that one went that way, so I'm going to shape that around that way. And then this is going to get, I'm going to loop this around. Ooh, I'm actually going to loop both of them around across each other in the center, so like that. Just letting that arc, that natural curve as we press on the wire, however, and what I mean by natural curve is however the wire decides to naturally curve. Like that's the only thing. That not that there's a natural curve to the wire. That's not the case. It is not always going to curve the same way. But just however it ends up, just let it be there. And now I'm going to thread through that gap that this provides on the back is like prime real estate for grounding these loop-de fun bits of wire that we're going to be adding on here. And I've just looped around that like so. Woo! Just popped in my wrist. I'm going to have to listen to my hands. But yeah, I tightened that down. And so now this one is going to come around right through there on the same side. And I can kind of just encourage with my thumb to get that wire to come nestle in. And from here, just cinching it down. And so with this being, I dare say, so thick, I would like to add some beads to the edges of this. And I have these beads here that I'd gotten on Amazon. They're called lolly beads. Hey, Lisa says, hello, Vaughn. It's been a super long time. It really has. How are you? Angie says, you need a break every now and then or you will burn out. I took a year-long break during to all the breaks on the right side of my body. Oh my gosh. Brass jewelry wire. Okay, Bodega. And then, oh, I'm having difficulty keeping up with both of the different chat windows. So I'm really sorry if I miss your comment. If I missed you, please feel free to repeat yourself, and like you can do like @ and like how Angie did on YouTube where it like highlights it in orange for me. That's so helpful. Gosh, Angie, I hope you're all right. I hope you benefited from taking a break. Lisa, today we are making wire wrapped cabochon pendants, so I'm excited. And Al says, really enjoyed your last tutorial. Thank you. All right, on. Was it helpful to you, I hope, and kind of branching out in some of the other things you've been wanting to try? So what I like about these beads, you guys, is, and I'm not happy with this camera angle still. I'm the worst. I like these beads because they're silver toned and they gradiate from like, I think it's like 2, 2.5, 3, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 millimeter is what it is on the beads, but they have these like humongous bead holes, which is fine for like macrame and all sorts of stuff. But I'm going to slide on. I'm going to start with, because let me show you first. If we just go right in with that bead, it's really not so bad. Well, from this angle, okay, yeah, you can do, that hole is massive and you can like see into it. So I like to come down to their 3 millimeter, which does still have a large enough hole to be accommodating of our 18 gauge wire. It could actually probably go up to a 16 gauge, which I love. I love making like wire wrapped links with a nice heavy gauge of wire. But you can see here, perhaps it plugs that hole. And so now, you know, as opposed to if we just had it on there, do you see how the difference in those ends look? you know, so it's, I don't know. I think you get the idea. I'm going to move on, but we're going to do the 3mm first, and then I'm going to slide on a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3 again. Well, that one's a little squished weird. I'm going to put it in my dead bead bowl. Okay, so yeah, there's the 3. And then, ooh, we got some of these wee bitties. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? Oh, you good, Angie? Says hello to all. Long time no see, Yvonne. Yeah, we were posting pretty consistently, and then in October, I was like, nobody's seeing our videos. Oh, now see, these ones don't fit. Boo. That's okay though. We went ahead and took 2 months off to just have a break, and we had some health issues in the family and stuff, but we are back again, and you can expect to see us every Monday from 3 to 6 p.m. with a live stream, every Tuesday and Thursday on our social media. If we're going to post something, it'll be on those days. And then every Friday, we're going to have a new tutorial premiere at 3 p.m. So while it won't be live like this, it'll be a pre-recorded tutorial, but we'll have the live chat. So I can answer some of your questions live there, and we just get to hang out. And then also on Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m., we're live streaming on Kick exclusively, copyright reasons, and having a Friday Night Flow dance party, which is a whole lot of fun. So y'all can like request songs and things. And I've been having an absolute blast. So, ooh, this actually worked out perfectly. Those beads reach just boop right there. And so what I'm going to do to try to make sure that our wire ends up being there is I'm going to do that preemptive bend. Like that. That little 90-degree. And now when we feed our wire in through, it's where the wire first deviated out of the back. And I'm going to have it build towards the front. And what I mean by that is towards the front of the cab as opposed to the back of the cab. Hey, Lori! How's it going? She says, so glad. Catch you live and beautiful. I need your mailing address for your marigold seeds. I think I replied to you. I think on wherever it is that we're chatting. But check your inbox. I hope I hit send. I'm so bad. Like, y'all have no idea how many drafts I have just sitting in like replies to people because I'll have typed it and then I wanted to proofread it and then I forgot. And so, oh, thank you, Randy. You're the greatest. He's got you taken care of. Acid says, wow, it's been so long since I caught a live stream. It's been ages. How are you, Acid? Let me go ahead. Woo! Oh, goodness. Well, hey, Penny McCormick says, I got hurt at work and wound up permanently disabled. Oh, my gosh. You, Yvonne. Oh, my gosh. Saved me. Oh, I started watching you and learning so much. It kept me from being depressed. Thank you. Aw, well, hell yeah. That's awesome. And hey, Tim. Oh, my gosh. We're back, baby. Back to Earth Creations. Hey, Yvonne, it's awesome to see you. So glad you're back on. Ironically, I've recently started working in brass. So far, I've broken 2 pairs of cutters. It's a little tough. Ooh, okay. It might be too tough for me. Oh, Penny says, I truly cherish you and your generous nature. Well, I appreciate the heck out of you, Penny. Thank you for finding us, and thank you for coming to our live stream and reaching out. That's what the whole foundation of our community here is y'all just showing up. So thank you, guys. Right? Trico just says, dance party. Hey, Camille, how's it going? Hey, Esoterica. Do what, babe? Oh, okay. So there's, ooh, I'm loving that. Okay. So now we're going to do that same order. There we go. Trying to open it without spraying beads everywhere. So again, we're going to start with that 3mm. And this cabochon here that I'm wrapping you guys is one of the ones from our January craft along kit, which is no longer available, but we will be putting some of the cabochons up. Y'all, I was supposed to have that today. It might be up on the website. I can't promise any dates. I have no idea when they're going to make it to the web. Probably next week. Honestly, that's a realistic. I was supposed to have that done today. Oh man. Sometimes I think I might bite off more than I can chew, but here I gleefully go. Michelle says, ooh, Camille says, ooh, hey Joe. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me scroll. Oh, I know. Michelle says, yes, you are, baby. Sure. Randy's going to reset everybody's levels. First one to level 10 gets a mystery prize. Hate it when I type a semi-long message and it doesn't post. Same, Michelle. That drives me right up the wall. I'm so sorry. Hey, Shar. Oh my God. Hey, Bonnie. Well, heck. Oh. And then, hey, Joe. He says, afternoon, Vaughn. Organizing the studio space in the art supply closet. Nice, Tara. Michelle says, but I will miss this Friday as we perform this weekend. Oh, Michelle, that's so exciting. Afternoon, says Al. Yo, prizes. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be, but find out with us. Levels. Oh, over on Kick, there's chat levels. It's an incentivization to get, like, that Kick does to get people to celebrate their engagement, their participation rather. So their literal their literal participation trophies. And I am here for it. So okay, so we've got the 654, and then we'll do another 3mm bead. Planetary orbit swoops. I love that. Oh, it really is. That's awesome. I kind of want to make crop circle jewelry, like in polymer clay. Like I want to do crop circle designs. What can take up to 2 hours? Oh, okay. So today doesn't count. And now we're going to do that bend again. Because I love watching crop circle documentaries and stuff. Uh-oh. My beads are going wild. I'm going to go ahead and take my own advice and use pliers instead of my hands because there's no reason to be busting my knuckles. Now, I do like to push them kind of on their butt. I don't mean to cover it up, but sometimes I have to push on it to get the situation. It's a lot of fun, says Michelle. Okay, I think I missed some. Hey, Tashers, how's it going? Finishing up the work day. Michelle says, yep, I'm in a dance group. We perform different dances. Girls in the group make up the choreography and teach to the rest of the group, and then we learn them for different performances. The Bewitching Brujas. Says it's a lot of fun. We're doing the Dark Fae event on Saturday. Oh, that sounds cool. And a Valentine Killer Clown event on Sunday, and then a witchy night out on Sunday night as well. Oh, that does sound fun. Crop circle and planetary orbit brooches and scarf pins sound kind of awesome, not gonna lie. Right? And there's such a fine line between there's tropes, right? Of and I love all of them because sometimes I'm like, oh, I love this, with stickers especially, because it'll look like all the the sacred geometry and circles and lines and stuff. And then it'll be also a crop circle. I love the overlap of all the stuff my 19-year-old niece is into and crop circle enthusiasm. It's just the perfect merger of fandoms for me. I'm good, vibing with some yarn and chilling. How's your today? Today's a good day. It's getting better by the minute. It was kind of a very work-heavy morning, but we made it. We made it through. And I love how that rolls. So let me think. I've been seeing people make all those super cute like moons and stuff, but I'm not entirely certain how to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to loop that through there and then just like pull this through. And I just love looping the wire around itself. And these ones end up usually looking pretty hectic. There's going to be a lot going on, and that's okay. Like, because like, and my natural style initially was very chaotic and messy, and I wanted more than anything to get to where I could wrap like this. But at some point in my quest to wrap like that, I lost the part of me that wraps like this. And so I'm trying to lean back into the chaos. So I'm just going to let it be what it's going to be. And we're going to go from there. Now I am going to go ahead and give that its initial little bend, just the training bend. Hey, Therian, how's it going? Oh, Angie K here. Okay, right on. This got me out of my depression and out of my house and active, and I love it. Oh, that's awesome. This is on the same vein. I know what you're talking about because this past Saturday was my 3rd belly dance class, and I love it. I just love it. So, like, I'm really kind of bummed that it's halfway over, but I'm exhilarated to get to experience the second half now too. So, hey, Kitty, how's it going? Love leaning into the chaos. Yeah. Hopefully the chaos loves us right back. So, ooh, I found this bale in a drawer earlier today, and I'm going to use it for these wire wraps. So what we're doing today cannot in any way considered because I lied at the beginning. This cannot be considered a tutorial, but it can certainly be considered a like an expansion on the original. But yeah, I just threaded a little bale on there. Boom. We're allowed. We can do stuff like that. It doesn't have to be like 100% just wire. We can start putting beads and charms and bales, and there's no rules to this stuff, guys. There's no rules. There we go. So how are all y'all doing? Do you have any new projects on the horizon or on the workbench? So there's that. And I've just brought it back around again to stabilize that wire. The 18 gauge does a really good job of just holding up to itself. Drinking more water, Michelle. Let me get some chapstick as well. I'm getting low. This is the upstairs and downstairs one. I'm on fumes. I gotta put the chapstick on like clown lipstick. Wow. Michelle says we are local to San Antonio, but we might do a performance in New Orleans this year. That's amazing, Michelle. A banana for a banana split. Oh, triquetra. Yay for brain hamsters, right? Mm. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop rubbing my mouth. But I love the Burt's Bees. They're so spicy. All right. Let's focus here. What are we going to do next? I kind of want to do, oh yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to open these beads back up. Working on memory wire bracelets. Right on, Al. And I'm going to do a 5mm. No, I'm going to do a 4mm. I don't know why, that's just what I've decided. Bonnie's currently crocheting an Afghan. Tim says, been making rings lately, got pretty stocked in pendants, so been gearing up the ring stash for vending. Ooh, that's cool, Tim. Now, some shameless, not self-promotion, but for you it will be, what's your company name? Like, where would people find you if you had a website? I can't post actual links. You'll have to, like, space it out, I guess. Okay, so I'm just putting a bead on and then using that bead to build our spiral around. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. How do I make this larger? And the key. Can I make this one be? Ah, I can do them both as pop out, chat. Oh my gosh, I was this many days old. 13 years I've been doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, there. Okay, so I've got it split screen. We're good. Oh. Oh no, Triquetcher Moon says I ended up getting sick and lost almost a week of making stuff for my upcoming vending event, so I'm curious to see what I can get done. Ooh, well, I hope you're feeling better. Just asked to sell my wares at a pop-up. Ooh, string and quick. Ah, yes, that's good. Love me some Bird's Bees, right, Tash? Aw, thank you, Steffi Joe. She says, I'm loving the background on Kik, by the way. I saw it on Etsy and was like, click. So we had done our first Friday night flow party, and Sabea like came in and made it rain with free subs for folks. And so I was like, okay, we have to like upgrade the stream and make it, nicer if we can. And so it's a big thank you to Sabea for our new background. Left my full-time job in November to be a full-time maker. Terrifying. Oh, that is. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how it is for you this year, but typically January, like leading up to Valentine's Day, is usually very, very slow for us. So don't let, if it's been slow, I hope it hasn't, but if it has been slow, please don't let that discourage you. Now is the time of year that Randy and I always treat it like we're seeds. Let's get as much stuff made. That way we can reap harvest for the whole rest of the year. Because there's going to be times during the summer, back whenever we were vending full time, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've been thinking about coming back to, perhaps in a different capacity than what we used to, but I think I'm going to be, I have to hear back, but I'm thinking about, oh yes, I'm just going to have it vine up the side. Vending the locals farmer market just to get out of my dang old house and go talk to some other people about jewelry. Ooh, Bonnie says, I'm going to have to try this pendant idea you're doing. Fantastic idea of adding that veil. Love it. Well, thank you. I feel particularly clever. I'm sure it's been done before, time and time over, but it's new to me. Right on, Triquetcha. I'm glad you're feeling better. Camille says I have chapstick in every room so I won't lose it. I think pixies hide them. I have a chapstick here. I have one over at my polymer clay desk. I have one over by my lamp work desk. I don't have that one in that corner because that's where I have my hand balm, and I'll usually just put that on my mouth too. But it's basically like a, huh? What's that? Oh, the level change. I see. New year, new me. Yeah. I'm so pleased. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. So I think this one, I'm going to make it a little more, I'm not going to have it wrap around as hard. I'm going to have it come around the bead and then come through here. So this is where I like to have the pendant just starts growing on itself. So you see it vines around each layer. There's no way to replicate these to me perfectly because each layer grows on itself and you know, just different ways the wire might have an inclination to bend on one pendant. I might never be able to replicate that exactly the same, but with one cab and 30 inches of wire and one of these packs of beads that I had gotten on Amazon is all it takes to start making your own beautiful pendants. Well, I think it's beautiful, but that's just me. So yeah, coming up around this way. And I like to just, like right here, I feel like if I wanted to go more pure chaos, I would have it come across, but I'm going to make the choice to kind of lean into the swirls that are there. So I'm not going to do a spiral. I'm just going to do a little swoop like that, just to run and start making these wires look like they're running parallel to each other. Oftentimes out in the garden, my morning glories, once one morning glory has found a root up the sunchokes, a bunch of morning glories will send more vines up, and it makes this like vine highway. So on my own pendants, I want to make a little vine highway. Emphasis on try. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I think sometimes the less perfect, the better. And then I'm going to bring this one around. There we go. And I'm going to snip off, just a bit. Not certain why, it's just what I felt like doing. And now I'm coiling this around into a messy organic spiral. There we go. Whoa, that came out messy, my ass. That's the best spiral I made in a minute. Don't hesitate to give yourself credit. If you did something and you're like, I didn't good on that, give yourself that. Hey, Shelly, this is Parawire, so it is very close to dead soft. Like, if I were to pick, if I had different hardnesses of wire from Parawire, I'd pick dead soft. That way you can really get it in good and squishy. And so now from here, I'm going to bring some around to the back and just have it fold over a little more, just because I don't want to build up the bulk right there. Ooh, I love that. We got to put a bead in there or something. What color of bead? We should find a pretty black bead. Like a hematite bead. That thing makes me nervous. Oh, and so it begins. In today's episode of Will It Fit? Ooh, what are these ones? Too big. Which that lets me know. If you're looking at your beads and you are frozen and you just don't know which bead to pick, just pick one up and it's going to tell you so much. I want something rounder in a 6mm. I don't need anything bigger than a 6mm for this, just because it would overpower it, I think, which that lets me know now I don't need to be looking at my 8mm beads. Let's try a full round 6mm. Won't fit. Let's pick a different one. Ooh, or a crystal bead of on highway. Oh, Michelle. Hey, little sprite. I've had you on the background while working. Just turned on to see what you're actually making. It kind of looks like a fish. I love it. Ooh. Well, maybe. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Randy and I will play this game that he calls Vonstellations. It's like constellations. That we put like these fairy lights all over the house because our house doesn't have... Oh, come on. I was really hoping the hematite would fit. Let me snip this end clean. And I'm going to try a couple of beads to see if the hematite fits, just because I think that would be beautiful with this. But we'll take a picture one evening we were just laying in bed and I was like, and I snapped a picture on my phone and used where you can draw in like the photo edit app, just in the gallery of the camera. And I was like, I see a rat. Like, and I drew it. And because Randy was saying he did too. So we both drew what we saw and then showed each other. And so it's kind of like cloud gazing, but we just take a picture of it and then draw on it like what we're seeing. So yeah, that little 4mm hematite, that's doing the trick for me. And I'm going to place it right where I want it to end up being. Like I want it centered under our bale. Ooh, and this is going to be kind of tricky because hematite can be brittle, you guys. It's just the nature of how it is. Its crystalline structure makes it prone to breaking. Ah, hey, Bun Bun! I finally get to catch a stream. It feels like it's been a year since I caught one. It may have been. It may have been. So, just shaping around. Oh my God, I love this so much. Just shaping that little spiral. I love nesting the little beads like that. And then I'm going to take that. Do we want to go? Oh, I want to go between them. Okay, so we go down the little, what did Michelle call it? Avon Highway. So I'm bringing that around, pulling through, and just having it shape there on the side. And I think to bind this off, I'm just going to tuck it into one of these little loops on the back. Thank you, Michelle. I'm loving it too. Copyright. Sorry. And so yeah, I'm just gonna, and we're gonna hide a super secret spiral in its butt. So it's right here on the back. Instead of trimming that off, I'm just gonna grab it and I'm going to go like that and kind of tuck it so that it won't get caught on anything. Oh, that's my favorite needle nose, step nose pliers, round nose pliers, and mallet pliers. Those buggers are hiding together. They must be hiding together, but hopefully they're at least in your house. That's a start, right? Hopefully. Hi, everyone. Hey, Lisa. Oh, it has been forever. How have you been doing? But yeah, I'm super duper digging that. And you can see from the side, you still get to see all that beautiful lensing. There shouldn't be any concern about it staying in. The next one that we do, I'm not going to do this crossover on the front so that you can see how this kind of setting does do a good job holding onto the stone even without additional stuff in the front. So I am going to I have to walk around for just a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to be pacing. If y'all have questions for me, I'll actually put my microphone back on, but it would be amazing if y'all could ask questions and I could answer them while I pace around the room. I've just been having this pain in my tailbone from if I sit too much. So, hey, Hawk, the runaway camper, how's it going? Kay Hood says, hello, Yvonne. Actually, this is going to be the perfect thing to use. Where'd my phone go? I lost my phone. Uh-oh. There's my phone. Okay. I was really afraid I'd put it in the trash can and my husband had just done the trash. I'm going to pull this up on my phone, and that way I can read chat. Oh, we got a new follow? Melissa, But yeah, okay. So how many of y'all have been following along with our baby step program? Or is this the first you're hearing of that? I don't need my phone. I've got the screen right here. Hey, Hawk. She says, hello. Sorry I'm late. You're good. We're just getting up. I just need to do a little bit of stretching and moving. Lisa says, I'm okay. Hope you had a great holiday. We did. We took some much needed time off. We got to go see family and hang out with them, and while they were recovering from cancer, and they're all better now. So that's really good. What? Front Patreon kick? Are you serious? And that's when I decided to take my waddle break. Well, I still need to get my steps in, so we're going to be doing this for a minute. Just because otherwise my back will hurt and I'll be grumpy. Oh, what is the baby step program? The baby step program, I'm just doing some cat cows. Don't look at me. I'm going to go over here. Okay, I'm off camera for a sec. Oh, my freaking back, though. I just don't think my hamster suit was made to be sitting in a chair all day. The baby step program is, I started on the Vonster vlog doing 5-minute, like walking in place, like kind of Richard Simmons-y style workouts of just like grooving. First week, 7 days in a row, we did 5 minutes. And then the second week, 7 days in a row, we did 10 minutes. And then the third week, we bumped it up to 15 and then to 20. And so that way the program's there for whenever, you know, if I get dangerously sedentary again, which as a crafter, I tend to sit a lot. It's a pathway for me to be able to take without having to think about it. That's too easy to excuse my way out of it, because it's like I have no excuse to not do a 5-minute baby step, period. Like I have no excuse. I mean, unless I'm like very, very ill or something, but like most of my typical excuses can't hold up. It's like, it's 5 minutes, come on. Cat cows. I really like this pendant we made, you guys. I'm gonna make another one, but it's just something that can make me do what I know I need to do. And just the other day I recorded a 50-minute baby step, and we're getting the 45 minutes all posted to our channel members over on the Vonster vlog, so that's really good. Girl, do them cat cow stretches, it helps. Yeah, I'd totally do those off camera too, right, Kitty? It's like, I was like, give me $1. Like Camille says first watched this morning. Right on. All right. I'm going to walk into the other room. I'm not taking the microphone to the bathroom with me, though. I just have to go kiss my Randy. Ho, ho, ho. Here I come. Are you ready? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Don't make that face. Why do you look so scared? Randy.
Help.
Help. They can't see you blinking. It's usually like blink twice if you need help. Mm-hmm. How you doing, moderator?
Moderating. You didn't realize that they popped out?
No, I had no idea that they popped out, honey.
I always pop them out.
Yeah. Woo. And then I've been watching them, so awesome. All right, on Little Sprite. Camille says first watched this morning. Noise. Tash says hi. Michelle says Edwin and I were doing them. Now it's just me, but I still need to catch up, so I'm trying to do at least 2 a day. Depends on time and what I have going on. All right. Oh my God, Kitty. I'm here for you, girl. Do it, honey.
Go at your own pace.
Yeah, Randy says go at your own pace. That's the way to do it. Oh, Camille says your festival party was great. We do that every Friday now. That's my treat for sticking to my baby steps. All right, I'm getting back to it. I love you.
Love you too.
Ooh. Oh, he's so mischievous. Oh, Kitty, thank you so much. But no, there's not a need to catch up. They're there for y'all's leisure to do, mostly just to keep us at. I'm all sideways. I gotta undo the bowl. Okay, there we go. Hawk says, I think I figured out how to save money so I can come to the gathering this year. Oh, Hawk, that'd be amazing. Now, y'all, I have been searching high and low to try to find an affordable campground in Wisconsin that has cabins as well as like camping. And as maybe it's just the way that their state park website is set up and I'm not familiar with it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to have the camp along in Wisconsin. We're having it. We don't know where yet, because what we're looking for, we need a campground that has cabins and primitive camping. Like, so the state parks in Missouri, just about all of them have exactly what we need. But like Huck says, cool, come to Oklahoma. Well, we had told our folks, because we have some Canada folks who are coming this year, or who were wanting to come. So we had done quite a few in the South, and then we did the one in Arkansas this year. But we'll probably be doing Oklahoma or Kansas next year, so 2026. Michelle says yes, because we have to fly this year. Right, and we have a couple of folks who are in that position, so it's like we desperately have to have the cabins as an option. And so trying to not get stressed out about it, because I want everybody to like be happy and convenient and accommodated too. And I want that to be like, me as well, or Randy, because he's the one driving. So if anybody has any suggestions, we typically like state parks, just because of their amenities. But if you have any suggestions, if y'all could email them to me at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com. Like, I need help. And we're looking at the Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, like kind of northern Midwest. I don't think we want to do Iowa this year. We were saving that for a future year. Good. I will get info for the campgrounds here for you for next time. That'd be amazing, Hawk. I really appreciate that. But we do need accessibility options, because Randy and I just full on primitive camp, but we do try to always camp at places where we can at least travel within a reasonable distance, like to functioning showers and flushing toilets. But otherwise, we just primitive with vault toilets. But we've got folks who come in who are like cabin campers. So Al says Michigan would be good. And that's what we're thinking, is that it'd be really, really cool. But it's trying to find somewhere. And then, because last year, Randy and I booked 2 campsites for 4 nights each. And it was like $60 or $80 total. And then I was looking some of the places I had found in Wisconsin. We're like $52 a night for one primitive campsite. Like, and I was like, because yeah, if you wanted a cabin, it's just like, oh, so yeah. Yes. Yeah, Michelle says we would love to primitive camp this year, but we don't want to drive over 16 hours and it's almost a 24-hour drive. I completely understand that. Like, so, but yeah. Angie says, I so wanted to go last year. I went to the Smokies a week later. Al says, Ohio? I hadn't considered. I don't know. But I'm not worrying about it today. Send me emails and I will see if we find something that, like, because also none of the parks that I found in Wisconsin were like, all of them seemed amazing, but none of them seemed like that's the one. So the search continues. More water. Actually, Ohio is beautiful, but I don't think y'all want to have a camp along at the nudist camp I grew up at. So, and that's, if I go to Ohio, that's where I'm going. We're not ready for that. Like, so, we're not that kind of cult, you guys. I wanted to go last year. I went to the Smokies. It was beautiful, but do what, babe? He says everyone's got the uniform. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, Tasher says camping over here used to be the affordable option for vacationing, but it's gone up in price a lot. Yeah, so I don't know. It's still happening. We just aren't solid on the where yet. And I'm sorry for that, because I really had meant to have had that figured out. Yeah, I respect the heck out of that, Angie. I'm a free spirit, but I know that that's not I don't expect everybody to like match my vibe on that one. Ooh, which one should we wrap next? Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to, well, I can't do that on Kick too. Everybody just yell numbers at me. Participation. Brantford, Ontario, right on. Ooh, we got a vote for 3. Every time I see a vote. Randy, that's the wrong number. Try again. 3 got another vote. That's another 8. Y'all. Ooh, we got to vote for 1. We got to vote for 3, 1 or 4. I need a grid so I actually move them forward at the same rate. Keep going. We almost have a winner. Oh, there's another 3. I don't know if I counted that 3. There's another 3. There's a 1. No one likes you. That was my favorite. Another 3. We're gonna wrap 3, you guys. Pick 3, my lord. All right, we're wrapping 3. And I mixed them up so they'll be different next time. Y'all yelling 8 at me. All right, but now, what color do we wrap it in? Silver, bronze, or copper? Or what if we did 2 colors? No, we should just do the 1. So 5 is pretty, but the angle makes it look really dark. Right? That's exactly what's going on here, Bun Bun. Like, look at this. It's beautiful. I bet, will it... Do you see the light going through that? Also, that window's too bright. This is ridiculous. But this is like a beautiful purple that's like all shimmery and gorgeous, and the camera just won't look at it.
I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
Next one. It picks the numbers 1 through 4.
Yeah.
YouTube picks the number for 1 through 3 for the color.
Okay.
And then
Okay. Okay, it looks like we're doing copper. Boom. So this is some more of that 18 gauge parawire, and we're going to pull off 30 inches just because if I can't figure it out in almost a yard, it's not going to work. So, I don't know. I'm just... Ooh, shameless self-promotion. We are going to take a moment to show you guys what February's kit for the craft along kit is for making. So eat chili at your own risk, Tashers. So we have these scale mail in the kit is enough to make 2 bracelets, or now we don't have the chains and the clasps, but there's the scale mail and the crystal point for a bracelet and a choker or a circlet. Oh, I actually kind of love that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so these are the 2 of the projects from the kit for February. So hells yes, says Michelle. I'm not hearing that we can't cook 6 Bing chili, just that it's our own risk. What do you think is the longest piece of wire you had to work with because you were doing a big piece, or you prefer to just splice in? I don't pull off more than 10 feet, which for me is 2 arm spans, and that's just because I'll get so tangled in it that it's going to break anyways. So that's probably the longest I've used. Okay, now I am going to be still using the same silver tone beads just because I love them, and it makes all the pieces that we're going to be wrapping today look like siblings. 10 feet is definitely a lot. But it was something where I was doing a really intricate weave, like one of these style pendants, where I start in the middle and then like came up. So I needed like 5 feet for each side. And then I still had to bring in a new piece for the bail, which I can't wait. I want to make another one like that. That's like the one that I'm pretty sure you have, Michelle. It's like the little V that comes up and then it goes around. Alice says, I like chili. What are y'all getting on about? You better be behaving. Okay. Oh, it would look nifty in black. Well, the tutorial, the concept is the same regardless of what color of scale you're using. So sorry, I'm trying to... What about the neighbor's yard? I am going to... We actually, like, I think you're playing around, but also we've had some folks seriously offer their backyards to us. And while that's very generous, we go with state parks and things of the sort because they have their own insurance. They have medical, like, things, and people And we each just book our own spot through, because like the very first one, we were all still kind of strangers to each other, at least meeting in person, and we never know who's going to show up to these events. And I just feel like it's better if we all book our own separate campsites. That way, if I burn my campsite down, y'all are not responsible at all, and vice versa. So to other people's patio, right on. And that's the thing, is I was like, we could have it at the house. And Randy was like, we cannot have it at the house. And I was like, okay, that's fair. So but yeah, so that's why we go with the for the camp along, because I want people who haven't shown up before to be able to show up and not feel like we're kidnapping them, gobble 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 gobble. Like, I don't want them to think we're weird or anything. Hee hee. All right. Ooh, Michelle, you taught me to do arm lengths. Man, y'all, I had somebody chew me out in my comments the other day because they were like, really? Really? Finger width wide? Really? And I was like, yeah, really? I'm sorry. I'll leave the white van and candies at home this time. Okay, we save those for, I don't know. We're going to have to start having a second event every year. Okay, I need to be in frame. All right, so we're bringing this around, and I'm going to bend that up. But snacks. I know. What? Oh, what? Who's pooping in people's yards? Wendy, what are you doing? Yeah, no pooping in the yard. Yes, 100%. Because ideally, we would have one that's local to me every year because I'm selfish. And then we'd have a travel event. So, ooh, I bet that was gorgeous. Hey, Streams. Mexico. And so, again, on this round one, and the nice thing about it is you might be able to see it just turns. I love it. Yep, it's still a measure of length. But so much of it is for, you pull out an arm span, because if I tell you to do, 6 feet and you're like me and you've only got a 5-foot wingspan or 5'4" or whatever, that amount of wire is going to be unruly. So if you do your arm span, you're never going to have pulled off too much wire for you to be able to function with. And so, I've been a little all over the place. Right on. Okay, so yeah, we're going to come in here. Is there an option where I can... I just used the flash on the camera. Is this better or is it terrible? It's that time of day again where I move the camera. Well, now that's too far away, isn't it? Right on. I do live tutorials at camp. Randy says news to me. I mean, I could probably. I was thinking about setting up, because year one at the camp along, we had access to a really nice gazebo eating area. So that's where we had the potluck. Year two, we did not have access to that. So we tarped 2 easy ups together, and we all pitched in some tables and had it just there in camp. And that was the perfect spot for when it was a little too warm to be sitting in the open sun around the fire. We just had this long table of we pulled up coolers and camp chairs and just sat around, making it work and just crafting together and chit-chatting. And we had some sweaty cheese, and it's a good time. So I'd really like to be able to set that up again and have it be a little bit more accommodating and intentional for crafting. Okay, so I'm going to tighten that down. This top one really is fussing. Trisella, how's it going? She says, I can't believe I finally made it to a live kick. It has been forever. It has. How have you been? Al says I have 4 easy ups. Nice. Yeah, we're holding our friend's easy up hostage currently. What was going on, honey? I'm just trying to catch up on yeah. Oh, okay. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Hey, Hannah, how have you been? I'm so glad. Time to get cozy. We are wire wrapping today. So I'm just digging how that's shaping around. And again, we're going to start with whatever side our wire exits on. This one I'm going to have it come out towards the top and have it come out towards the bottom. And now I'm going to shape this around, and I want to hook through the edge. There is a pinned comment on YouTube currently that is the tutorial for this design, the original tutorial from like, what was it, March or May 2012? I think May, perhaps. Either way, a while ago. But if you want to see in hopefully better angles and detail and stuff, more step by step and less chit chat. But I live for the chit chat. Thank you guys so much for coming here and hanging out with me and just hooking around this side as well. And I try to be consistent, so I'm stacking my new wires currently towards the back of the pendant, and that's going to encourage this wire to be forward because there's such a depth to this cab already. I don't want, on this one, the wire started to build towards the back, which is not bad. It's just different than what I'm going for right now. Michelle's taking the lead. And so, and this is how we would do the dragon eyes, you guys, is we would come to the side like this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2012. Right on. I really like wire wrapping. It's been a while since I've felt this much like digging it kind of into wire wrapping. So I kind of turned it into work, I think. I overgrazed that past year is what was going on. So it feels nice to be like excited about it again. I've got another table here that I'm actually going to just throw things. Oh, this is going to be like, huh? Yeah, I should have. I'm sorry. Still taking just a moment to tidy. Gonna need to make those into some earrings. Oh, really, Tasha? She says, we were just having a convo today about your earlier tutorials. Such a good comfort watch. Right on. I was going to tell you to drink. Well, thank you, Michelle. Well, what have you been up to, Hannah? Oh, let's get these beads open. You know, I don't want to use silver ones. Let's use something colorful. Ooh. Should we go more into the light blue or should we do more like of that aqua? I kind of want to do the aqua. Ooh, or that really pretty like magenta-y. I want to do the aqua. Herpin' my derp burp. Herpin' derpin' burpin' my herpin' derp chirp. So these are just some size 8 seed beads. Mixed metal. Right on. Yeah, we'll figure something out. I might do one of these size 8 seed beads on either side. Oh, dagnabbit. There we go. I got to cram it back up into the lid. I'm going to do one of these smaller ones on either side of a 4mm. Size woo is my favorite. Dude, is that what size I said? There's a size 8. Sorry. I do not keep track really of what comes out of my mouth, so fortunately y'all do. No, I'm not gonna do these ones yet. So there's nothing wrong in trying it and then taking it back off and trying something else. The silver bead box hawk I got on Amazon. They're called Lolly beads, Lolli beads is the company name, and they have this. I wish they had one in a copper tone. One of our viewers very generously sent us some beautiful faceted copper beads, and it just makes my heart hurt even more for wanting a whole set of like. So I wish Lolly beads would like figure out how to make like an antique copper color bead, because they have the silver. These are the platinum tone. I prefer those to their like silver, and then they have a brass and a gold as well. Michelle says I use them all the time. They're like some nice tinkly little beads, aren't they? Oh, and I just love that 4mm for around one side. Right on. Hannah says I've been a bit busy with uni and moving back home, so it's been a minute since I've been able to just sit down and watch your cozy streams. All right on. Well, thank you for seeking us back out. So I 100% have no plan for what's. I think I want to go like this. I have no plan for what's up or what's down on the pendant so far. How's that? Can you hear me okay? Blah, 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 blah. It works. They're great because the hole is big. Yep. They are nice for all kinds of threading. And I love them because like I can slide these ones. I can put a whole chainmail ring in there. Like they're 6mm. One of my favorite things to do actually is to take a 16 gauge 5/16 inch ring, and it just slides right on there like that, y'all. Like that's crazy to me. And then I like to hang these because I don't know if you can hear. This might drive you crazy. I don't like it front earrings. Do you hear that? But for anklets and belly dance belts, they're perfect little jingle jangles. You got me, kitty. And I love them for that, but they drive me wild sometimes because I guess I'm a very animated talker, and they'll be jangling in my ears, making me crazy. So now I have to do one to match it. What up, baby? No shit. I don't know. Hello, everyone. Like, let's get back to work. Well, now I'm all bashful, honey. I wish you hadn't said something. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I don't know which way's up or down on this one. So I'm just going to keep going. Do you want to do a bail like how we did before? I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to close that before. I make a mess. So we're sitting like that. And then, oh, that's very pretty. Yeah, I'm using this bail. I love it. Hey, Yvette. Oh, she says, love me some large hole metals. Same. We should hang out. Okay. So to do the bail, I want to kind of find the center line. the sooner I get the bail on, the sooner I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to make a little loop coming off in the other direction, and it's going to go behind our pendant. I'm being careful here to not squeeze the wire too hard. And I want to feed our bail, which is the name of the part that like the necklace would go through, up here onto the top. And then we can just tighten that down, and I'm going to squish it this away. That way we still get nice movement, but we don't have to worry about our stuff going all weird. Oh, that's like way more off center than I wanted it to be. That's fine. We just do it again. I'm going to slide the bail off. This wire can take quite the indecision without getting too chewed up. There we go. And things don't have to be perfectly stable just yet. We're going to do layers and layers. We're going to grow on this. So I'm just going to hook this bail right through the end. Ooh, bring it on around. Get that squished back. Oh yeah, that's way better. I love that. Oh no, fighting the crud. I've had crud for going on 3 weeks. Finally seeing the other side of it. Oh, Yvette, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh man, that's a relief. Okay, so from here, we can come down and we can, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start growing this around this way. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of a training bend right there. I was using my fingernail versus metal does not win. So metal versus metal, that gets us where we're going. And now I'm gonna feed this through right there and pull towards me. And that's gonna give us a nice little, and I'm gonna start growing it off into that direction. And this is where we're gonna start putting our beads on. Ooh, Randy says, oh, by the way, the chat levels have been reset, so the race to level 10 is back on. Oh man, that sucks. So sorry. Yeah, oh, the levels, whoever gets to level 10 first, like, wins. I don't know, something. It's a mystery prize. But, and we have that only on Kick. It's not on YouTube as well, but that's because YouTube's just not as fun as Kick. Yeah, I'm just over being sick myself. I'm so glad. Man, there's nothing worse than being sick, y'all. Like, health is everything. How do we increase levels? Just by chatting, Hawk. The more you chat, the faster your level goes up. Oh! Let's kick some chat ass then. Oh, yeah. Should I do a bead every single loop? Or should I do, like, bead spiral, like, with no bead? Oh, we get to be motor mouth. Yes. Because Kick has, like, I don't know what the hoops to jump through are, but there's a chance that if we kept doing this, like, what's it they pay, baby? $16 an hour for streaming? Y'all'd be seeing a whole lot more of me if I was getting paid $16 an hour. Like, we'd be doing sleepy streams, and I'm going to get an inflatable hot tub and put it in my living room. And then we're just going to be wearing our same regular clothes, but just crafting, but in a hot tub. Because my back hurts. It's a business hot tub. I need to wake Trevor up, but I gotta go back to work. All right, on Greek Tart. So yeah, for $16 an hour, you bet your butt cheeks. Like, you're gonna get tired of us. All right, I'm gonna alternate a spiral with a bead. And so we're just gonna kind of vine this and let it grow and do whatever it wants. And what I mean by vining it is we're not just doing spirals, we're doing a spiral and then we're grounding it to whatever it's climbing on. Yay, announce levels when I have to cook. Oh no, that's what Derek. Well, last time it took us like almost all year to get to level 10. Which is okay. It's a blast. It's the journey or something. Okay, and now I'm gonna put another beads on. Ooh, elderberry gummies with echinacea. Oh, that sounds delicious. Wire wrap, not hair wrap. But yeah, and then I'm going to come here and let it vine around. And that stabilizes the spiral. And that way, it's not just a bunch of spirals floating, they're each grounded, and it kind of binds the pieces together. Ooh, here's another way money making opportunity for you. If you raid Creation X this month, you're entered to win $100. Is Creation X streaming today? Because I would love to show our support regardless. I haven't been raiding folks the past couple of times, but I really need to get into the habit of that. Right on. And then I'm going to try to bring this around. And I'm actually going to bring this one, I think, up from behind. Am I in frame still? If I'm not in frame, y'all gotta yell at me because I'll get so into what I'm doing that I won't even notice. Hey, Randy, would you be able to help Hawk? I'm not certain what she's asking. Ooh, elderberry syrup with sparkling water. All right. I tried to grow an elderberry bush last year, but it didn't make it. I killed it on accident. So I guess you have to level up to level 1 before you get a level. Oh, okay. Ooh, there you go. Level 1. They're going ham over it. That's awesome. Oh, yeah? Oh, it keeps track of it behind the scenes. I gotcha. Hey, Fairy-Ann. But if you type !level, it'll tell you what level you're at. It just doesn't have it constantly on display. My friend's dad always made his own elderberry syrup when we were younger, so I might be biased with nostalgia. No, this stuff's good. Like, I'd eat it for fun, even if it weren't healthy for you. Ooh, what was it we had gotten at the farmer's market last year? Was like toe jam, tangerine, orange, and elderberry. So it's TOE, and it was so good on like goat cheese with like nut thin crackers. So good. Neat, says Randy. Oh, yeah. And so I'm just threading through another spot. This really is as much of, it's almost like if you make a piece of art by taking like some yarn and just tying it into knots a bunch. Not crochet, I know it's technically the same thing, but if you like just take pieces of something and just start tying it, binding it, and this is very much that. Okay, let's see if we can get one of these out without making a mess. There we are. And I'd like to do, let's fit 4 more on. What seems kind of like cheating. And just keep commenting unless it's pertaining to the video. No, comment away, chat with each other. Like, y'all, I can't tell you how happy it makes me to have chat just chugging right along. It makes the stream fly by. You know, I get to know y'all. I get to like, it's kind of like getting to be over in the kitchen at the camp along and hearing y'all like talk amongst yourselves and just be yourselves together. It's kind of like that. Ooh, that sounds good, Hawk. I used to buy a jam at one of the stores called Frog Jam. Figs, rhubarb, oranges, and ginger. I bet that was tasty. I wonder if I'm any good at growing rhubarb. I've never tried growing it before. Okay, and so if you have any spots that are like wobbly, toe jam sounded a little dubious. I mean, different strokes for different folks and all, but still. Oh, I like dubious things. I love the word dubious, but just personally. I don't know. I like a silly joke, and it's very silly to be like, "Would you like some toe jam this morning?" Like, hee hee hee. I probably need to get out more, but I'm good. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to cram it through right there because that's where one of the other ones were, so it seemed like a good enough spot to me. Dubious. Well, Randy plays this game where he's in it like a, used to it was a green tunic, but now I think you can change outfits. And it's, I call it apple eating simulator because I swear to God, every time I see him play, he's just like, what's the song? It boop 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 boop. Like, and then the food's done cooking on this like fire in a wok. And he'll eat stuff, but sometimes the recipes will be dubious. And I'm like, what does that mean? And it's like, I guess it's yucky. Or I don't know if it'll make the character sick or what, but no, it's that's why I like the word dubious, is because I heard Randy say it. Oh, I love that. Okay. So yeah, we ground it out to that wire, so it's still wiggling. Dang it. We'll figure it out. We'll get it grounded later. It's different from doobies. So on the topic of jam, rose hip jam is one of my absolute faves, but it seems to be very European. Right on. Zelda Breath of the Wild, yes. Apple eating simulator. Dubious when he's naughty. Oh, I love that. So yeah, I've kind of really missed doing these little chaos wraps, you guys. You started to think about what you're going to plant this year. I have. And actually, I've been meaning to do some research because this year's main crop that I'm going to be focusing on is gourds. I'm very excited to be... We skipped growing gourds last year because I still had just so many of them, and I still have at least 30, I think, gourds in the house for various projects. But I want to grow some more. I want to see what the biggest gourd I can grow is. So, but other than that, we're just going to be doing, I'm a gamer first and a crafter second. Right on. I'm a crafter through and through, but everyone I love is a gamer. So it's like, but it's perfect because Randy, like on the summers when Maddie was here, Maddie was playing her Xbox, Randy was playing his Switch, and my other niece Abby was playing The Sims, and I could just sit there and like craft because we were out of game systems anyways. Tricella says, have you ordered seeds yet? I'm redevoting to my garden this year. I'm actually not buying anything this year except for gourd seeds, broccoli, and cabbage. Okay, I lied. I'm buying a bunch of shit. Huh? Well, I'm not buying seeds. I'm buying starts, but I need gourd seeds, honey, so I can start them. Do what? Yeah, no, there's no way for like it's just a money sink, but I love it. It's what I have fun with. Like so moonflowers. Mine never sprouted. Well, they sprouted, but they never took off. Um Everything else did. Gotcha. Except for said every crafter hobbyist ever. No, yeah, I know. I'm on to me. I'm like, no. That's not nothing. I did a garden update in January, I believe, because we had taken down the watermelon bed, like the straw bales. Or was that in December? I don't know either. Oh, well, hey, Allison, thank you. Pretty cute. Says, I'm back. Had to schedule a package pickup and things are a little different. Yeah, right on. Working hard for the money. Try growing an Atlantic giant pumpkin and drying that out for a project. Ooh, do pumpkins dry into gourds well, like for crafting? Or am I gonna, like, because my hope, I'm very lazy at, like, doing things that have to follow directions, to be specifically. Like, I will chase chaos all day long. If I have to follow directions, I'll just lay down and die on the floor. Like, I can't. Like, I cannot be bothered. And then but so I lost a lot of my gourds to rot because I don't know if I was doing it right. So, oh, Allison, I just saw your first comment. Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore you, Yvonne. Oh, I'm a rookie at wire and jewelry making. I came across your channel a few months ago and enjoy all your videos, mostly tutorials. Right on. Well, thank you so much, Allison. If you have any questions or anything here in the chat, I know we can ramble quite a bit, but feel free to ask. Any kind of crafty questions is what you would like. They don't necessarily have to be on topic of what we're doing today, but I love answering questions. So I'm just trying to squish the heck out of this. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, making things. Are you eating the gourds or gutting them and making cool things? We are drying them out and wood burning them, and I want to make gorgeous jewelry boxes that look like little fairy houses, and you open them up and it's got all your jewelry inside. So this is what I want to do with my life. But yeah, boom, we made another one. Well, heck yeah. Huh? Speaking of boom, Mr. Boom, did he come in? Mr. Boom, hey, how's it going? I was making pendants to show you. Knocking some of the rust off on this design. When I cut my cords open, I always make sure that I keep the tops on me with leather. Gourds, oh, okay. Thank you, Michelle. I'm very pleased with this. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I really needed inventory, so this is perfect. Now, I've got a little bit more wiggling than what I would have liked, and I need to identify. Tightening this wire wouldn't really do anything for me, but you can possibly see right here, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna squish it. And that didn't do anything either. Heck. So I'm gonna do a twist right there, and that stopped the wiggle, but now we gotta smush it. Uh-oh, that came undone. That's okay. We'll just smush that too. So give it the old squishy smush test. Hey Laura with We Do's It. Can't stay but wanted to say hi. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. Excuse me. Alright, that's where I was squeezing. I gotta drink more water. I get so dehydrated. Hey Cat and Cauldron, how are you doing? Oh, hi, Mr. Boom. Do what, baby? Yes, I need to have a break for a sec. Do you want to come and keep folks company? No? Okay. Well, sorry, guys. Sasquatch said no. I will be right back. Oh, my love. All right. So I'm just going to sit here and eat this cottage cheese and talk to you for a little bit. What are y'all up to today? I was hungry. Oh no. Oh no. Pooped all over the kitchen and living room. Oh no, it's in protest. Oh my gosh. That is rough. Doggy poop is no fun. We've been denied. Oh no, what'd you get denied? No. Randy just doesn't like being on camera. I respect that. Are you talking about my delicious cottage cheese? Yeah. Alright. I gotta go put this back in the fridge because I'm a monster. Alrighty, y'all. We are back. You could always get a ski mask. Kitty says, okay, I think you're wonderful. The cottage cheese on stream is heinous. I agree. I agree. And I won't be doing that again. But I don't want to have a hangry meltdown in like 30 minutes. And I was like, I don't want to leave them sitting in there, like not getting to hang out. And I felt awkward. So I put it on the microphone. So I'm sorry that happened. But here we are. Please forgive me. I was getting something. And the next thing I hear is just. I'm sorry. It's just cottage cheese sound. Does anyone get on VR? What's that? Only hands. Oh man. Supper's when you make it. That's a good point. Life is like shuffling a deck of cards. Unless you're a magician, you never know what card in life will turn up next, right? The kitties are slowly getting to know each other. All right on. It's been about a 3-month process. The dog, however, wants to play with them. Oh no. Yeah, Abby, our niece that was staying with us, her cats never acclimated to the fact that Z was a dog. So they just stayed up in the attic for basically the whole year that they were here. But fortunately, like everything played out. Tasher says, I must say, the mashup of the cottage cheese ASMR mixed with my cat slurping his butthole was a combination of sounds I did not expect to hear. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. I want to play Boopy Swords with our friends had that, I think. Or we were somewhere and I played it. But it's so much fun. Okay. Being a hefty lefty, learning wire doesn't seem too bad, but adding a dominant left hand while learning. I'll try to wrap this one left-handed to see if we can help you out with that. All right, you guys. Randy says we're going to have YouTube pick what cabochon. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 and 2 just look flat and dark. They're very purple and shimmery, I promise. 3 and 4. And then Kick gets to pick what wire. Copper, bronze, or silver. Go. While I rummage for these. That's my girl. New experiences. Now I'm in 2 places. Hey, Brooke. Okay, so close to mukbang, yet also so far away. Yeah, the mukbang you get is not the mukbang you wanted, unfortunately. Okay, ooh, it looks like silver is winning. Leaf says, I need to know the cab to pick a color. All right, well, it looks like we've got Randy Vaughn voted 2. Uh-oh, I gotta put this bead away. And I agree, Leaf. Yeah. Hawk says I picked 3. Okay, so it looks like we've got a 2, we've got a 1, we've got a 3, we've got another 3, we've got another 1, we've got a 4, we've got a 1, we've got a 1, we've got a 1. Ah, is that just because you guys know I like that one so much? It looks like 1's our winner, chicken dinner, y'all. 1 is our winner. So now, kick, copper, bronze, or silver. And I'm going to try to see if we can get purple. Randy. For the love of following the directions. So here you can kind of see that flash, like the shimmer. Is nice. Like, we wouldn't make something and send it to y'all if we at least didn't think it was nice. Like, I know sometimes we get folks who are like, don't care for the colors that we're sending. But I genuinely would not have sent it to you in our kits if I didn't at least think that it was pretty. Like, so I guess my taste sucks, but I love this one. Look how pretty that is. It does. And they're super durable. Silver is definitely winning. I think we're going to be adding a bunch of cabochons to the website on this coming Monday. So, as well as wire. As well as what? No, the tie-dyes aren't up yet. Those were going to be a different week. Or do you think we should just do it all? That makes next week really a lot. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Super durable. All right, so we're pulling off. Let's give it 36 inches. I know what I said earlier about if I can't pull it off in a yard, but let's see. And I think this one's a big boy. So let's do 2 wires. I'm going to do... Which one should we do for the second color? Because I'm leaning towards the bronze. Ooh, Hawk asks, are you grooving cabs again? We're not going to be having the, I agree, y'all. All right. Bronze it is. 36 inches of that as well. We're not going to be doing the add a groove option. We will just be adding cabs that have been grooved to the website. So, and that way, if all I can get made before my hand starts hurting is like 1, then that's all I can get made. If all I can get made, and I lied, I did 5 feet of this one. I am breaking all of the rules. There were no rules. I made up some and now I'm breaking them. Happy Von activated. Oh, I want to do this one in a different style though. This is going to be different than the first 2, you guys. I just can't help myself. Ooh, and let me pull up. We're going to have, this will be a new tutorial that's going to be in the pinned comment over on, what you call it thing? Where'd YouTube go? There it is. Okay. I'm going to make that full screen. Back. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to type what was it called? It was relatively recent at some point in the past 5 years, right? Oh yeah, they're the Drop of Chaos ones. So this one, what the tutorial that I recommend if you want to see an actual, hopefully things are in frame, tutorial. This is the place to be, the tutorial to follow. Let me type out. Right, babe? If I can I do pop out chat? Oh, I can have chat in 2 places at once. Well, but it's. I'll explain later. I realize it sounds silly, but why won't it let me? It let me post a link. That's the link, you guys, to the over on Kick. That's the link to the tutorial, which is called Drops of Chaos. Excellent. All right, so from here, what we're going to be doing is I'm finding the middle line of both of our wires. And you can always tell spring is in the air because the locals just do their fertility ritual of vrooming over Wee Hill, which is like the only hill in town, and they'll just fly their freaking like trucks, the lift, like the trucks are all lifted and have the lights underneath them, and they're oh so cool. But it's just, I'm like, okay, the mating rituals of the young. I'm so tired. It's loud. Get off my yard. So I'm wrapping twice around our mandrel. Woo, we got a new follower. Thank you. And so from here, gotcha, Fariana. I'm going to take a ring mandrel or just anything like a dowel or something. I just needed something thicker than my mandrel. And I'm coming to a size 3. And then we're going to twist and twist off to one side. Oop. And then coming down to a size 3 again. Randy. And then we're going to go twist and twist. And then we're going to come around. And we're going to go twist. We have jet skis all over. Right on. Same vibe, I imagine. Cupid lights on a jet ski? That might be just the thing. You can't lure me in with your roaring trucks. Do what, baby? Golden spinning rims on a jet ski. Yes. Right? It's warm here today too. I don't know. I'll take it while we can get it. It's nice to have a day that we don't have the heater blaring and we don't have the tap dripping to keep the pipes from freezing. So I've made 4 of these like little lobe links. And I want to be able to kind of nestle our cab. And I'm going to take all of this wire. Oh, heck. All right, so I want to... The cat dripping? No. So I'm going to try to get all of that. And I know it looks like chaos right now. But do you see how I've threaded that through right there? So now we can shape this around and we kind of just place our stone in there. And we trust the process. I'll catch this later. Rang on, longevity. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Oh, right on. Yeah, Fahrenheit. We measure in chicken nuggets over here. Oh, baby, where's your chicken nugget? Our Oh, I'm not certain. Our good friend Laura gave us, I was tidying up and I don't know where I said it, but she gave us a crocheted chicken nugget because we'll be like, we'll count in anything other than the metric system just to troll. When it's cold, you got to take all precautions. So I am just pushing this little bit of lobe of wire onto, don't use my fingernails when I've got tools that work perfectly fine, to just kind of press and shape. And this isn't 18 some crochet chicken nuggets. That'd be so cool. And so what we can do here, or from here, to tighten this down is, I probably could have gone ahead and just left that open, but I'm going to cross it a little farther down. Did your tiny dancer ever find a place in your home? She did. She's up in the attic looking over the whole house. Yeah, Randy says that probably sounds weird, but we go up there pretty frequently, so it's nice to have her up there watching over our space. Okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of twisting that around. Dino nuggets. Ah! And so it still has a little bit of wobble to it. I wouldn't consider this done by any means. Oh, that'd be so cool, Hawk. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to build it up into a little loop, because this is the most like stressed out wire so far. Watch out for your eyeballs, because I don't know if you could hear all that scraping around. But we're just going to keep building that spiral out to the side, which I love. And then I think we're going to use some of these silver beads. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? She says, hi, everyone, just joining. Hey, Debbie. Am I talking too loud in y'all's ears now that I've got the microphone up here? All right. Randy says nope, so I trust you. Oh, really? Okay. And so I've threaded a bead onto just one of our wires, and I'm shaping it around. And then we can continue. I'm going to close this because, again, all this wire, normally I'd be doing this in like the middle of the room, so that this wire has space to be, but got to be in frame. And so now I'm building that second wire around our first. You see how that kind of nestled in? And it doesn't have to be perfectly filled in. It doesn't have to be perfectly filled in on this first layer. We'll grow it in layers. So I try to give myself enough wire that we can do like 3 layers here. So now, since we did the bead on the bronze wire, now I'm going to add a bead onto the silver wire. And I'm going to use more of these 4mm. And so we just slide that up. And I'm just going to shape this around. Level 3 already? Holy smokes. And then it's going to come, this bronze wire is just, we're just playing follow the leader. Whatever I do with the silver wire, or with one wire, I do with the other. You know, as far as framing the beads goes. Okay, so from here, I'm going to, do I want to cover some of the face of the stone? Yes, that is so pretty with that little swoop. Now, I don't think I want to add the bulk right now of what we're doing, so I'm just going to lay that on there, and I'm going to hold quite snug. Oh no! Little Sprite says, I had to move to bed. My sinuses are causing another fever. Oh, So I'm over here now. You have done this before with the loops. I tried it and love doing this. Now really helps when you have cabs. Yeah, it does. Randy says these early levels tend to go by fast, but the later ones tend to crawl by. That's the grind for you, though. Okay, so we have that nice and bent, and now I'm going to back it up, and I'm going to insert these ends of the wires through between right there, and then I'm going to try to push that back down. Aha, very good. Ow, it's stabbing me. It worked. Maybe. Oftentimes my optimism gets ahead of where I'm actually at, but it keeps me happy and coming back for more. So okay. There we are. So do I need to put a bead there, or I think I'm actually going to take it, I'm going to bend those forward, I'm going to pull that back, and I'm going to smush this on my table. Perfect. Nailed it. Long leveling towards the end, right on. Okay, and we added a bead to the silver last, so I'm going to add a bead to the bronze. There we go. And I'm just going to start that little spiral nice and tight around the bead. And sometimes I just let it land where it lays, or lay where it lands, because I don't want to be micromanaging it, you know? Yeah. Oops. How's that, babe? And here I did 2 spirals next to each other just because I felt like it. And sometimes that's the perfect reason. Like, it didn't have to be, like, well thought out or something. What? Sorry, I'm struggling. Since I'm struggling, I'm just going to leave that right there. I'm going to snip these, and I can still use this same wire to add in on this pendant. But I'm going to go ahead and bind these off just by tucking that end under. Is that better, honey? Like being in frame? Okay. And because what's got me bummed out is that this down here is all wibble wobbly. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this wire around, and we're going to decorate this side of the pendant, and we're going to stabilize to this frame. So that is our mission. Just trying to clear off my work surface a little bit because this is, not a good spot for pliers apparently. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do this one without a bead in it. And I'm just going to do a tight little spiral like that. Oh, I love adding them in without a bead. All right, on Little Sprite. Oftentimes we can easily see the beauty in other people's work that is elusive to our own eye when it comes to looking at what we've made. So I hope you treat your own work with the same kindness that you treat mine, because there's bunches wrong with this, but it's beautiful for what it is and I love it. Ooh, Triquetcha says, hey, do you have an electric kettle for your tea, or do you just use the microwave or something else? I'm trying to find a good one, but there's so many mixed reviews. We just use an electric kettle, and it's not fancy. It's like the cheapest one from the Walmart. Like, right on, Hannah. Excellent. Mission accomplished. Bye, lovin'. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so I've moved one wire through, and now I'm going to follow the next, or follow with the next. And so I'm working with some increasingly stiff wire. That's okay. You're missing having tea that I make rather than just bottled iced tea. Oh yeah. No, homemade's so nice because you can just add stuff to it to really, change the flavor sometimes too. Oh yeah, I love that loop. Now the loop split. That's okay. They did what they wanted to, and I'm here for it. Now I do feel like I should bring this one up. No, we'll do the bronze first because it's in the back. Pulling it through. Oh, I love that. Do you see how the wire just sits next to each other? Like they're friends? And then I'm going to go ahead and bind this stinking end off. And see, oh, sorry. Hitting the, yep, I'm going to use my pliers. There we go. Pulled it on through. This wire's getting stiff. I remember now why I usually feel like if I can't get this done with 30 inches, then I just need to add more wire in. Because this is so stiff and not quite gnarled, but a little more gnarled than I'd like for it to be. So I'm going to snip that off and set it off to the side. And also, I really thought this pendant was going to be very extra, like lots and lots and stacks of wires and spirals, but I'm kind of loving it just exactly where it's at. I'm going to add this wire in right here. There we go. Both hubby can't stand the smell of coffee, so tea it is. Gotcha. And I'm going to finish this off with a spiral with a bead in it. Yeah, Randy ate or drank a lot of tea. But it's good. It was so cold in the house, and he does so good staying up on keeping the taps and stuff for me. It's so nice for it to be one less thing to have to think about. And so I'm going to angle this one. There we go. Ooh, and then I'm going to slide this through those two loops, and I'm going to vine this back up. And I'm going to take this right there like that, and I'm going to bend it down because I didn't want that wire protruding out. Then we're going to take this one, and it's going to go through the center of this loop. And this is how I just start kind of sewing things together typically. There we go. And we can add in a little wire, a little secret wire right there. But this one's going to come through here. Drink black tea, lots of cream. Well, you like Irish breakfast, right? Right on. Ooh, Hannah says, what's your favorite type of tea, Vaughn? More fruity teas or more herbal, like traditional black, green, etc.? My current favorite is vanilla chai. I can't remember the brand name, but I love it. And I actually put a tea bag of that in with my coffee grounds when I brew my pot of coffee in the morning. So dirty chai, I guess, is my favorite, but I really like, I guess, more herbal, definitely more herbal teas. So like I like Earl Grey, I like Lady Grey, I like Desjardins. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. I like cinnamon orange tea, like black tea with like cinnamon orange in it. But I don't know. I think I might like a fruity tea if it's iced. I do not enjoy hot fruit flavor when it comes to teas. So, oh, I don't know. That's a good question, Farian. Okay, so I'm gonna snip this and I'm gonna finish this wire off right here. Right on. I didn't. What was their question? Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, honey. Cat and Cauldron says, hey, Vaughn, I'm going to Tucson Gem and Show again Valentine's weekend. I plan on getting more crystal points. The vendor usually is amethyst, citrine, and quartz, clear, and rose, and smoky. Which will you be interested in? I'll send you some. Oh, I don't know. I love citrine and smoky quartz because those are so hard to find where they like. That's wildly honestly, I'd be happy with nothing at all, but that's, I mean, if you're handing out rocks, like, but no, that's, I don't know. I've never met a rock I didn't love, so. Well, Randy, you drink sugar in your tea, right? Okay. Yes, vanilla chai is a lovely winter tea, right? I don't know if I have what's going on. Gonna drink more water every day at about 5:30. I think it's the bright lights and the talking a lot and okay. I'll have to see if I like the flavor of turmeric in with my mix. So actually, I really like turmeric on popcorn. Like, that's good. Right on. Yeah, I like a delicate like floral tea, like a jasmine blueberry. If I very lightly brew it, I just feel like they turn bitter, so I'm not good at brewing tea, you guys. Like I'm not. So I think this one's done. I cut off way more wire than what I needed. We could always add more, but I think she's beautiful just as she is. So there are 3 pendants so far today. Gotcha, Fairyana. Oh, Debbie says, is anyone else getting the live stream interrupted with ads? That's YouTube for you. I'm so sorry for that, Debbie. But we do have an ad-free experience over on Kick. That's why we dual stream, is to try to give folks options. But that's just, it seems like YouTube puts ads on it whether we ask them to or not. Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm super pleased with it. Like, these are gorgeous. Like, I'm so proud of me. Like, I don't mean to be tooting my own horn, but I it's fun. I'm having fun, and that's the part I'm proud of. What's up, baby? I know, they're fiends. Well, you want to let them outside? Well, that's between you and Z. But like, it feels so good to be enjoying wire wrapping again. All right, on. A new batch. Oh, cool. Just doing water. Yep. Right on, Debbie. So now, I don't know if I have another pendant in my hands right now. I gotta kind of be gentle with myself. It's all right. But we can make a bead link bracelet really quick, I bet. Because Mr. Boom, are you still there? If not, this is a good project for if anybody wants to do some like wire link bracelets. 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be perfect, honey. Thank you. Do you want me to do that on YouTube? Oh, well, thank you, baby. So here we have some 5 8mm beads. So, and this is kind of how I like to finish up my wrapping for the day, because I've started running a business out of our home for years. We just got up and worked until we went to bed. Like, we'd stop for meals, but we were always working, and that work ethic got us everything that we could have worked hard for, and it was awesome, but it started to take a toll. I don't know how old I am right now. Born in 88, whatever the math is on that, is not, so being 36 is not the same as being 26, and I'm starting to really feel it in my hands, especially after a hand injury that I had back in 2023. 36, there we go. Okay, I don't know why I've been thinking I'm 38. I've been feeling it in my hands. But so I tell myself I'm done with work at 6. I start dinner. We've got a roast in on the crock pot in there, like in an attempt to deal with, I guess, what's associated, most people would be like ADHD or like time blindness or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not diagnosed with anything. I just know I'm an actual shit show. And I have had to like self-parent and be like, okay, if I was taking care of Vaughn today, I need to make sure that she's going to have something for it. So I've started doing meal planning through the weeks. I've been doing, these different things, and they've really been helping. But one of the biggest things was having my structure of I can start work before 10, but if I haven't started work by 10, I need to. And then just so that I'm not feeling crushed later in the day by the workload. And at 6 p.m., we friggin' stop. So if I catch myself and it's 5:30 and I don't quite have the time or the energy for a whole nother pendant, I'm going to use up my scrap wire. So with that being said, let us rummage. And at the very least, this has me set up for whatever project I'll be tackling first thing tomorrow. And I never use these beads. Let's use these beads today. There's some like super funky square rondel beads. And so if we have 2, we need 10 of them. There we go. Only pulled out 1 extra. And so by just being a little, it's taken years and years. You'd think I'd be farther along by now, but I'm not going to stress it. Ooh, yeah, and then we'll use mixed metal tones. We're going to use these 4mm beads again, the same as what we were before. And I have the longest length of this 18 gauge in the vintage bronze, so that's what I'm going to be using as the core. But it's just a whole lot of like, for like a year, I did time blocking where I planned out my day an hour at a time, and that evolved, but it helped me to not adhere to what I originally planned, but I would document how long these things actually took me. So whenever I'm planning in the morning and it's 17 things and I only get 5 of them done, I have an accurate time log of how long each of those 5 things took me. And so now the next time that I'm planning my day, I'll plan like 7 things, because I'm like, yeah, but I bet I can keep from lollygagging this time. No. And so I'm learning. It's not about finding the perfect thing. It's about experimenting to find what works and what doesn't and keep riding that till it works or doesn't. Should I do wrapped loops on these or just link loops? I'm going to do link loops because they're easy. And so for here, I'm coming in about a centimeter from the end. I'm going to do a little bit more because we can always trim some wire off. And I like to use my mandrel pliers for this just so I don't have to use my brain. Right on. Old when dirt was new. That's cool. Oh, I need the beads. Hey, Mary Heart, how's it going? Oh, well, thanks for popping in. Mary Heart says, hey, Vaughn, saw you were online, so I stopped in to say a quick hello. Well, hey, Mary Heart, how have you been? Did you make it through this cold weather okay? So we have that loop, and then I'm going to bring down one of the 4mm round, one of these, I can't get, there we go, square rondel beads, one of these 8mm glass, right? They're actually like a little bit of almost a peridot green, almost. Right on. Dark Cat says, I time blocked 2 hours Sunday to edit my second YouTube video. It took me 5, hoping I get faster as I make more. Practice will make for progress in all things. It really does. It's 80 in Tulsa, right? Ooh, my favorite tea is Good Earth Sweet and Spicy Matcha. My niece made some matcha macarons? I don't know. They were the almond flour cookies, whichever ones those are. Best I've ever had. I made myself sick on them. Like, just because I had gone from not eating any sugar at all to eating like 3 of those in like one sitting. And I was like, I am sick. But it was so good. No regrets. And so now I've done a little 90-degree bend, and we're going to snip. And I just like to use up my scrap wire making links. Don't know what I'm going to use them for. Practice makes progress is literally the slogan I live by. Anytime. I don't think I came up with it, but I say it a lot. So maybe one day I'll listen. So I needed a London fog. It's been so long, but I need to make my own vanilla syrup so it's not full of junk. Gotcha. Yeah. Ooh, I ask bringing cake box cookies to the next gathering. Ooh. I made some again today. They are so good. Okay. Cake box cookies. I made mud pies today. They're like a keto brownie mix. I don't know if I'm going to put cinnamon in them again, but I smashed up those sugar-free Reese's cups and put them on top while it's still really warm and fresh out the oven. That's the closest thing to a lava crunch cake that I've had other than a lava crunch cake, and but it's only like it's right within my macros and everything. So, but it has that like texture. Oh, this next one, I've got a bead. Oh, I didn't take my walking break, did I? All right. Super serious, important question. That's not the right size. Never mind, they don't fit. Well, I was gonna say, do we do a oh, okay, hell yeah. A bronze or a silver bead frame? Oh, I kind of like that silver. Let's do a silver one. Number 3, Miller. Randy, what are you doing? We already did that. I'm gonna do at least 2 of them with the bead frames around them. Well, hey, Blackjack, how's it going? All right. A blackjack, a baby. I like that. All right. So now we're gonna snip the end flush so it's nice and flat. Ooh, they would make great earrings. If I were doing them on head pins or ball pins, I'd do them as earrings, but I think I'm gonna make a bracelet. Just because I know we need them. Oh, yes, the Starbucks hot chai latte. I remember in high school, when my friend who I was in fencing with got her driver's license. So now she could drive us to fencing. Like we both fenced oil or foil. I don't know if she fenced foil or epee. Anyways, after fencing, we would go back to her house. And on the way, there was this Starbucks, and we would get dirty chai lattes. And they were delicious. And I still have very, very fond memories around that. So we have our 4mm bead, we have our 8mm bead on a bead frame. I just love it. I love it. But I've started sleeping so poorly. And I think it's because I drink coffee right up until I go to bed. Because I used to sleep fantastically, and then I started doing that, and now I don't anymore. So, boo. So I guess I'm gonna have to start, I don't know, maybe some decaf or something. Otherwise I would totally be drinking coffee right now with you guys. I just like the way that coffee feels in my mouth, I think, more than I like tea. Like it has more, like, I want to be able to chew it. So I don't know what it is I'm doing with my coffee, but I like it. I mean, I like tea too. I'll drink them both. I don't like sugar in my tea though. No coffee after 4 p.m. I was cutting back to no coffee until after 2 p.m. But I think if it's afternoon, like high noon, then I need to not. just testing for science. Yeah. But I keep having like stress dreams, and then I think we've already started dreaming about vending again. Which that's fine, I guess, but so. Yep, what, babe? I drink decaf, regular caffeinated just dehydrates me way too much. Oh, right on. Oh, Hannah says I can't even look at coffee without my heart racing. That's fair. Check that out, you guys. I love that so much. Magic is in the details. Right on. Trisella says I wouldn't survive low coffee consumption, but I am starting to add some tea in. It's good to add variety. They're just glass. They're beautiful glass. I've had them for ages and ages, and I don't know why I don't use them more, so I'm using them today. But they look like an olivine green. I don't know why I think that, but stop caffeine when I clock out for the day at 3 p.m. Otherwise, I can't sleep at night. Right on, little Sprite. I'm trying to find what my ideal window is. Bottega says, I remember when my girlfriend, my niece, and I went to the local museum out here many years ago. We ordered a chai tea, and my niece, too, at the time, tried being sneaky by stealing my drink. Oh, what'd she think of chai? Chai tea? Chai tea? Chai. Ooh, Dark Cat says my first vending event after the rebrand is in 5 weekends. I still got to redo my booth setup since I'm focusing on readings more than products. Ooh, okay. That's going to be exciting. Then we're going to slide that bead on. A little bead cap. Loved it. Well. Oh, gotcha. Right on. Well, what's your favorite flavor of decaf, Michelle? Thank you, honey. Well, take Z with you. Oh, okay. Thank you, baby. That's very exciting, Dark Cat. You still have time, but you certainly have your week or your work cut out for you. But if you're focusing on readings more than products, maybe you're already ahead on production. There we go. Yeah, your favorite. Do you like Folgers or something else? I can't think. Maxwell House, is that one of them? Like, what's your favorite flavor or like brand for decaf? I trust your palate. Like, everything you have ever fed me has been like top notch delicious. So I think you and I have similar palates. Tricellis's rebranding is a lot of work. Good luck at your first new event, right? Oh, I bet Michelle, she says, didn't have a favorite brand, but I would have to say the ones I get from Hawaii. Yeah. That's fair. So we've made that loop. We do a little 4mm. We do a little bead cap. We do a little, I'm going to do this one with the bead frame. So I hook through the frame and then I move the bead until the hole lines up. And then it just... Did any of y'all get to stargaze while all the planets were in alignment? We didn't. We forgot. We remembered 3 days later. But it turned out, like, Randy was like, I'm pretty sure it was cloudy that night anyways. And I'm like, yeah, but next time we gotta go look. But oh, right on. That's good to know. Can't stand the Dunkin' Donuts brands. Okay. No, it was so cloudy. Right on. Well, even if we just look at the sky, it still counts. But that was really cool. Just the other night. Trisella says, do people actually still buy Mass Crown coffee? I am from north of Seattle. We are serious coffee snobs up here. Oh, you're going to judge me hard. But I go to Sam's Club and I get the big old barrel of pre-ground Folgers. I have the palate of a stray dog whenever it comes to fancy stuff. Like, that was just the first one of the year. Okay, we'll hit it next time. My family didn't manage it. We did have a 20-minute discussion over which one is a super bright star next to the moon. We were all wrong, turns out. Oh man. There is an app called Star Walk. I'll pull it up. I don't remember. It might be $1 or $2 for the app. I honestly can't remember. But Randy put it on my phone. And this is the coolest thing because it'll show you wherever it is that you're looking. You can click there, and so wherever you're looking in the sky, and it'll, well, okay, here I can turn. So if I were standing in my backyard and it were nighttime right now, it would be like Polaris, and it shows you the constellations. So there's Cassiopeia, and it's like, the thing is you can, where's the one that you click? There's a mode that you can click sometimes. I don't know how to find it, but it'll make it where it's like not VR, but I can hold it up and it'll show what part of this, like, it's like I'm looking through my camera. There it is. There was a little camera icon in the corner. It doesn't work inside. There's all my house in the way.
What?
I'm showing them Star Walk. But yeah, it makes it to where it's like that. But if we did it, you can't see because it's cool. And I promise. I promise it's cool. But hey honey, do you remember if the Star Walk app cost money? It should be free, he says. But yeah, that's the one that we use, and we go outside with like a green laser, and I'll point at the one that I'm like, I know that that's Cassiopeia. Like, there's some of them that are easy, like Orion's Belt, and so we'll use that and we'll focus on that, and we'll be like, okay, what do you think that one is? And then we'll look in the app. I don't know, we don't really know what we're doing, but we're having fun. I think that's what counts. The moon's very hard to find, Randy, and I don't know why you have to keep bringing this up. We have so many street lights around here. Like so many, and we did have binoculars that were supposed to be good for stargazing. We ended up giving them to Randy's dad because it just makes it look like I'm spying on my neighbors. But I might need to get that for the next family stargazing argument for sure. But all right on Mary Heart. Oh, it's $2.99. Okay. It's worth it though. It might have been free back when we got it or something. What's this? Randy got me a comb. My dog is deaf?
He saw me fiddling with that door to go into the chimney.
Yeah?
I wandered away. I got done and came out. He didn't see me come out. He went to the door and just waited while I'm whistling for him.
Oh, really? He didn't see you come out? What a good boy. Randy got me a sandalwood comb, you guys. Ooh. Have you had the pleasure of gawking at the night sky with NVGs? Is that night vision goggles? No. That'd be so cool. Oh, no. Right on, Mary Heart. I'll have to check it out. Here, let me see. Too much light here. Also, Orion shows up the best 2 nights ago. The moon and Venus were beautiful. And honestly, that's the level of stargazing that I'm at right now because we were out at a lake in Kansas. I think it was Kansas. We were camping and there were so many stars. I couldn't have told you where I was or where anything was. It was just beautiful. But I couldn't even find the obvious ones because there were just so many. And we just laid in the hammock and just looked up at the sky in awe. Like it was gorgeous. And so yeah, I need like the babied down city mode so that I can only see the bright stuff to try to get used to, and then we can go out to a lake that's near us where it's slightly more out of the city so we can see a few more, and I have to like keep leveling myself up. Trisella says, I'm working on niching down to wire wrapped and chainmails. There are many jewelry vendors to compete with, and I'm not seeing either of these styles in the venues I'm in. There'll still be some of the older items, but until I build up enough of the new items. Right on. And that's the way to do it, too. Like, I really think that's the way to do it. It's scary and exciting since people will be looking for the old brand. Yeah, it's as we branch more into Starwalk is free, 2 costs $2.99. It's worth it. This isn't sponsored, but it's worth it. So, but as we get more into selling our tie-dyes and different things, I don't know, we're taking risks, branching into new things, but I have to. Like, I want to keep feeling like this, exhilarated and excited about my art and my work and about teaching, and I think I'm a better teacher when I'm still a student myself, instead of just staying on one thing and being like, kind of like, yay, wire wrapping. But now today I'm like, wire wrapping, man. So yeah, it's like you can see all the stars at once. It's freaky. Yep. It's amazing. I took it for granted as a kid, but Randy got me a sandalwood comb because he knows I've been dealing with like, I've got this like rash on my head and like cray dandruff and stuff, and I'm trying to like take better care of my hair. That's the sweetest thing. And I love the way that sandalwood smells. So, what a nice gift. Thank you, honey. I'm going to have to go give him a kiss. I'm going to finish this bracelet. Because he got me a really nice boar bristle brush, too. That one I really like. Makes me think of this scene from Madagascar where the zebra says, oh, look, the star is out tonight. That was us when we lived in Texas. Good times. That's so awesome for you guys, Michelle. It's an app similar, but it doesn't show the camera view, but you do get to move it around and it shows you which direction a star is. Right on. It's the free version. I use Star Tracker Lite. Nice. But it's fun. It's fun, and other than paying for an app, which is unnecessary, it's essentially free. So I love heated blanket in the backyard stargazing nights because it's the greatest. We haven't taken the heated blanket out there in a little bit, but we go out and like, you know, let Z out one more time before bed and we'll go back there and see what we can spot. Ever since we saw the aurora, I'm secretly like, we have to go look at the sky right now. But we have such wicked good. I gotta show y'all the sunset that we saw yesterday. I mean, it was stunning. I don't know if you can see, but like those colors, and this doesn't even capture how deep they were. But and it was just cotton candy stripes across the sky. And I love the way that it silhouettes the winter trees. And we zoomed out and you can see the moon and Venus. The other night ago, when the moon was just a thumbnail sliver in the sky, Venus was right up by it and it looked like the sky was going. I'm not good at winking. It looked like it was winking at us. The little like crescent moon was the winky eye. So, but I loved that. And so I really like, I don't know, just the little things. If sunsets and stuff like that, if I let those make me as happy as they can make me, then it's like I get to feel that every day that I get to see a sunset. I get grumpy in the mornings though because the sun comes right in our window, and Randy calls me the mole princess because I'll go and like hide under the blanket the way that like a mole would be hiding from the light. And then he'll come hide under the blankie with me, and then we'll get Z to like come try to get us. But yeah, I don't like getting the sun on me first thing in the morning. Is the only thing that'll get me out of bed, is being like it is. What's wrong with your eye, Vaughn? Which one? No, I was trying to wink. Oh god, I'm so bad at winking. Yeah, if you look it up, it will tell you when the planetary alignments will be this year. Ooh, the first one was all but one planet, I think. Ooh. Oh, you're teasing me. Okay, yeah, no, seriously though, I'm quite bad at winking. You know, always tell when I'm very. I can do it. I guess I'm better with this eye. Yeah. There we go. Smooth operator. She's a smooth operator. So stealthy. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah. 6 o'clock. Well, hey, baby. Are any of my buddies on streaming? Let me see. Aw, well, we've missed you too, Kay. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out here with us. Let's see. Ooh. Right on. Let's go raid Loki. I haven't gotten to raid him in a long time. While I make bananas. Well, we're about to go raid our buddy Loki. And I think Randy's going to be taking care of that, but that's just a kick thing for folks on YouTube. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. For everybody kicking it with us over on Kick, we are going to go raid Loki. If you want to like smash all the emojis and stuff, we have all sorts of like different emoji buttons and sticker emojis. Bye, Mr. Boom. Did you have any questions about wire wrapping or anything? Or I hope today's video was kind of helpful, at least. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the awesome stream today. I feel much better than what I did last week. Drinking water is a good idea. I got 2 bottles. Let me knock this one out so I'm not a liar. 2 bottles of water knocked out during the stream today. Take that, chronic migraines. Today was helpful. Fantastic, Mr. Boom. We will see y'all in, I don't even think I have a real short TikTok for tomorrow, you guys. We'll see you on Friday. I'm falling behind. I'm getting ahead on some stuff, falling behind on some other things. Also, we have over on the Vonster Vlog YouTube channel, I have been posting daily with Flow February flow art, and I've started a Vonster Vlog TikTok channel as well. Just because I figure why not. So if you guys want to come over and check that out, if you enjoy our Friday night flow streams and want to practice along with me or just see what we're up to during the week, I'm having a lot of fun with that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner. Bye. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and for all of your support. And until next time, happy crafting and bye bye. There we go. Wendy. Wendy. Huh? Oh, 5 seconds. Wendy.